Broadcasting in 10,
Pirates today.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, all, and welcome to episode 141 of Beyond the Veil podcast. I am Antita, and joining me tonight we have Griff,
Hello.
we have Veritas,
Hello.
we have Xander.
I'm tweeting, leave me alone.
Okay, we have Gigabyte,
Hi.
and we have Azekthor.
G'day, folks.
Good day, good morning. Pants check. I just had to put that out there. Don't worry, guys and gals. We did the pants check before we started, and yes, they're on. Let's just leave it at that. So yeah, we had so much fun doing the video portion of the show last time around that we decided to give it another go. So here we are. We are using a different program though, so forgive us if the quality isn't exactly the same or if it's less. If it's better, yay! If it's not, sorry. We're gonna keep on trying to make it interesting to you guys who are joining us live on Twitch. So, and plus, you know, you can see us right there, like smack, boom. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Did you get the warmer weather yet? Because we here in Canada did not.
We'll get it for like a day and then it'll get really cold again for like a week.
We have no warm weather here.
We have some.
I know
weather here.
when-
We get maybe a few days of it, and then it comes down with torrential rain.
I mean, here in
Yes.
Australia, we've probably got comparatively warmer weather, but it's still cold for us.
What's the temperature now? How?
Well, it got to about 7 Celsius last night.
Okay, that is cold.
That's a Scottish summer. That's
Pretty much.
barbecue. It's a barbecue weather. Yeah, we'll be lucky if we get. It's just been really crazy weather.
Yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for like 19 degrees on Friday tomorrow, so that we can maybe have a barbecue. It's like, come on, weather, please.
19 degrees.
Yes.
Antita, like 9 degrees here for a barbecue.
Yeah, you'd be wearing shorts and bikinis and stuff.
I draw the line at that, but you know, I'd like have my hand over my glass of wine so it wasn't getting diluted with the rain. Now that's a Scottish barbecue.
Okay. We'll have to. You have to send us pictures of that. It sounds very interesting.
Oh, the next one I'm at with the rain and the umbrella over the barbecue while you're trying to barbecue foods and keep your drink dry. That sounds really strange. Yeah.
We actually attempted. That was in Croatia. My brother and I attempted. Well, not attempted. Succeeded in creating barbecue like in the middle of winter. There was actually snow on the ground, and we were like, "We want barbecue, and we want it now." So yeah, we just lit a fire and put some meat on. It tasted real good. Sorry if any vegetarians are watching. Yeah.
Yeah, we had
I
roasted
eat meat.
peppers too.
Hey, those are nice. Those are really, really good.
Yeah,
So anyway,
exact-
back to the TSW. That's why we're here, and that's why you're all here. There's been some pretty good news from the dev team just a couple of days ago. So are you guys excited about what's coming up? There's like 3 big shinies, new shinies, and that they're going to be coming next week into the game.
I am very excited about one of them.
I can see how excited you are. It's like, you can't fool us
No.
now. We can see you guys. You're not excited at all.
Yeah.
I am super
That's
curious
better.
to see what the achievement vendor is going to have, actually. And I thought that was really awesome that they decided to put a vendor in each of the hubs instead of just London.
Oh, did
To
they?
be honest,
Eventually.
I'm just
Yeah,
happy they're going to do
about
something
halfway-
with the achievement points. Thankfully.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So
But yeah,
anyway,
Tita, about halfway through the thread, I forget which page, they came back and they're like, actually, when you look at the lore, it turns out they are triplets.
nice, very nice. Yeah, so the things that we're talking about, the 3 new shinies that are going to be making their way into the game. One is, as you all know, mounts as part of the sprint upgrades. And sprint upgrades, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth on that. Then we also have the Penthouse Mini Dungeon, which is going to be group content, group nightmare content. So something that was supposed to come into the game with issue 11, but the dev team decided it wasn't up to snuff, so they decided to work on it a bit longer, and then they're bringing it into the game at a later date, which turns out to be next week. And like Griff said, the achievement vendor is going to be making its way into your faction HQs in Seoul, London, and New York. So all 3 factions are going to have one. And yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting to see what they're going to do, because they're going to be, as far as I understood, they're going to be like unique exclusive rewards, right? Yeah.
I don't think we've got any details on exactly what's going to be given to us yet, but I imagine there'll be things like pets, titles, and clothing.
Yeah, they did say they're going to be exclusive rewards based on their total current achievement points. And it will also allow players to claim back consumable rewards linked to certain achievements. Sounds good on that part. So we're looking forward to getting more info on that. Well, not even getting info, but actually seeing it firsthand when it makes its way into the game next week. Of course, the Penthouse Mini Dungeon. Now, all this information has been posted on the forums by Tilty, lead designer on TSW, amid speculations that went just rampant since he teased us during the streaming once couple of weeks ago. Him and Screeve and Sesma, community manager for all 3 of Funcom's games, he had teased us with a couple of screenshots of almost like they look like Harley Davidson bikes, and people just went like completely berserk, and he let it be known that it's part of sprint upgrades. So people, of course, in TSW, that's what we do. We just kind of started spinning scenarios, and Funcom, if you need like any scenarios for scenarios, just ask us. We're gonna work it out. We have it covered. So anyway, the community just went completely buzz with that on Twitter as well as the forums, and Tilty came on the forum and said, okay guys, here's a little bit more information like I promised about this. So he elaborated on all of this stuff just 2 days ago, I think, posted on the 26th on the forums. So when it comes to the Penthouse mini dungeon, this is going to be content that is geared for nightmare groups. And it includes the final 3 fights in the penthouse, right? Yeah.
Mm.
I love the fact that he said this content is balanced to be extremely challenging. I can't beat it. Then again, you all saw me trying to defeat Amy during the stream.
So just
Yeah.
to clarify, you said the final 3 fights. Is that the final 3 filth fights? Like the 3 sections you go through with Lilith, or?
I think that would include Uta, the Uta fight, then the
Yeah.
Flappy fight, then the Filth Spider, rather than those waves in between. Although they might
Yeah.
get a bit of
Because
a
it says
boost.
penthouse.
Yeah.
Penthouse is
That's
the
what made me
fights
wonder,
that
'cause I
you
thought
do
that-
up there.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on whether they're counting the 3 wave fights as like a single fight, or if they're counting
On the
those 3 as the
floors?
3 fights. No, when you get to Lilith at the top, you've got the Flappy thing, then you've got the waves of filth creatures,
Ah, okay, I got
and then
you.
the respawn. So I'm just wondering what they consider to be the last 3.
No, it's definitely Uta. She's definitely involved. That's Tilty's mentioned that in the past.
I suppose she'd have to be, really, wouldn't she?
No.
I wonder if, as it's going to be its own separate mission, I wonder if you skip the whole boardroom with the Mitsubashi first, as that'd be a bit of a pain if you had to go through that every time.
That's a good point.
It kind of sounds that way to me. I guess we'll see what it is when it's live, but
Yeah.
I suppose is it on Test Live? Because I haven't been on Test
Yes,
Live.
it is. Yeah, it's on Test Live.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
presume so.
Yeah, so if you guys are subs or grandmasters in the game, you have access to the test live. You can participate actively in testing and on the forums as well. If you are not a grandmaster or a current subscriber to the game, you do not have access to test live, so you won't be able to test it out. You'll have to wait with the mortals, just like so many others. It does say that the mini dungeon will have its own unique rewards that will help you get ready for the dungeon in issue 12. That's like, oh. And everybody who is like considering themselves to be anybody in the game are like, yes, we want the dungeon in issue 12. Are you laughing
So-
at
The dungeon
Xander?
in issue 12
Way
is-
to exclude 95% of all players there, Antita.
No, but hey, it is Nightmare group content has been requested for how long now? Very, very long time.
Well, I mean, bear in mind, with things like the Sanctuary and things like that, I mean, it's not hard for people to get into Nightmare content in this game. Unlike a lot of other MMOs, the Secret World community make it exceedingly easy for someone who's new to the game to get into that content.
Yep, that is very right. With Sanctuary and Noobmares, Sanctuary is basically for questing and normal and elites, elite dungeons. Noobmares is for the raid and for the nightmare dungeons. And let's not forget that, like what you said, just to elaborate on that, Noobmares has teaching New York raids scheduled, and they have like 5-6 of them at the same time, and they do them like twice a week, I think. So
Can I chime in for a second?
What
No,
did you
you
I'm
can't.
do?
totally gonna mothball this whole thing. Okay, I'm raiding right now and dungeoning, and apparently I just got beat by the boss, which is Fruit 2.0. What is Fruit 2.0, Antita?
I don't know. You have
You
it.
bought it.
It's
So anyway,
kinda
here
drunk.
I am thinking it's Fruit 2.0 and it's water. So I'm like, yay, water. Let's open it. What I didn't realize, it's carbonated. So now that we're like testing out this whole video format thing, I totally opened it up and it just totally raided all over me. And now I'm like, here, I might as well put the lives, hey, everyone look at me. I'm like fucking wet. I
Raided
didn't
all over you.
drool.
I haven't heard that before.
Is that what they call it these
So-
days?
Yay, look at me, I'm soaked. Now we
Dude,
go
I
back
just
to a regular
raided.
skated programming.
All right. Yeah, another thing that Tilty did mention is that there's going to be some extra tradable information about Uta that players will be able to find inside this version of the penthouse, and that is something that. As he said, that a lot of people have been requesting and have been, well, wondering about Uta, and Scriv had mentioned that there is more information on her background and on the character in general, but that had not made it into the game. So could it be that this is their way of entering this information at this point in time?
Yeah, it could well be. I'm imagining it's going to work a lot like those corrupted SD cards we got from the Tokyo Golem fight, where we trade them, then use them to get lore. So that's going to be nice to learn a bit more about Uta.
Makes sense.
I would hope they work that way. Wasn't there a side stories mission that like you could only get the lore if somebody traded it to you?
Yeah, one of the
there
further
was
analysis
a mission that
ones.
involved trading lore, yes. I can't remember the specifics of it now, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just I like the SD cards better because then you can still get it yourself or you can trade for it.
Yeah. I wonder if all the cards will have the same drop rate if it does end up being in the cards, or whether that's actually going to be certain even though it wouldn't really make sense, right? Because if one person gets it, then it's out in the open, apart from collecting lore, I guess.
I mean, I suppose there could be a rarity involved in it. Set up a black market lore.
Yeah. All right. So, are you guys
We
geared to
kind of
actually
glossed
do?
over that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, until you kind of glossed over, we mentioned that there'll be some sort of reward, but we didn't go into any sort of, we didn't daydream about what that could be.
What do you
What do you reckon it'll be?
think? I have no idea. The thing is, I'm presuming it's going to be some sort of gadgetry for issue 12 dungeon that will be useful, because there's lots of even though it says unique, so it means it's not, to me at least, it means it's not already in the game, right? So it would have to be something completely brand new, and I can't wait to see what it actually is. I can sit here and speculate all I want, but yeah, I think it's going to be some sort of gadgetry. What do you think? Any ideas? Any
I think
wishes?
you're overcomplicating it. My assumption would have been that it's going to be a blue upgrade kit for our Aegis controllers.
Yeah, but it's not going to be just that, right? Because
You
that's
sound a bit
something.
disappointed.
No. Well, honestly, I would be, because that's, for me, that was a given. I didn't even think of it as a reward. You see, the reward is, what kind of reward? Does it end up dropping, Or do you get it as for completing the mission the first time around? Completing the dungeon the first time around, like Karma Curio, for example. You get it once you complete everything on MP, on Master Planner. So will this, even though it is plural, it's not singular, it's rewards. So there's more of them. That's why I didn't automatically think toolkits, because we get toolkits anyway.
Well, and the other thing, if it's an upgrade kit and if it's unique to the dungeon, then that would almost mean they couldn't make the Aegis as it goes further in the story. They couldn't make it so you need the blue, because they've always done it so that you can progress in the story even if you don't do dungeons. I explained that the weirdest way possible.
No, but I got you. Yeah. Yeah, it remains to
you're
be seen.
right.
But do you think that something else might be coming as well? Some sort of other rewards that we have not had apart from those toolkits? Because toolkits, you are absolutely right. Toolkits do drop. Like purple toolkits, they drop in nightmare level dungeons. So it's only...
The purple glyph toolkits, do you mean?
Yeah.
I suppose it depends on your definition of reward. I mean, bearing in mind, only recently have they started doing stuff that are a little bit different to what we're used to for rewards, like achievement rewards for the holidays and stuff, where they're doing like dances and emotes and all that sort of stuff. So it may be something completely out of left field, something that we're not unused to.
Absolutely right. Could be.
And let's not forget, we've still yet to find a use for these third age capacitors, is it?
Mm-hmm.
On that point, I'm just going to derail here. Have you noticed that there are some third age weapon skins just lying around on some of the Orochi Tower floors? Just mocking us.
Yeah.
And if it's right there, I should be able to reach over, pick it up.
Which you
But
would,
no.
really, wouldn't you?
Of course he would. He's been after those for quite a while.
Talking about
I don't know.
interesting things in the tower. Now go on, Griff.
Oh, I don't know if I trust anything that I just picked up that was just lying around on the floor in the tower. I I don't know if that would be a safe plan.
Good point.
Well, talking about things that are lying around in the tower, I believe it's Manticore Omega. There is, in one door that you can see as you walk past, there's a green glow coming from it. And inside of it is the filth bomb that we rescued on the last train to Cairo. And now the Orochi have it, somehow.
Haven't gone through that one yet.
Well, let's not
Oh,
forget.
keep an eye out for it.
At the end of that mission, the filth bomb gets taken away by the council.
Mm-hmm. And you can read some of the little bits of lore, the memos and notes around it, and work out how it got there.
Mhm.
I'm beginning to think the council's a little bit incompetent.
That you're just only now beginning to think that? Wow.
Well, even more so.
Okay, fair enough. Because as soon as issue A dropped and we saw the state of affairs in Council of Venice, we all just went, what the hell? We thought it was going to be like United Nations and steroids, and the internet should be just like, blah. Have no
You think to
power
yourself,
whatsoever.
These guys are running the secret world? What?
Like, seriously, I could do a better job. Maybe I will.
Send
David,
in
you
your
posted
resume.
in issue 205, you will be in a glass cage in Orochi Tower.
Oh no.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Now, if he had said, 20.5, but he said 205.
It's positive
Orca
about
says
the future.
Orca says he's more worried about the prototype Anima nuke. that was outlined in the tower.
There's some horrific stuff in there.
Yep. Definitely. And it's interesting to me to draw parallels. You know how the Secret World always prides itself on being the modern MMO with, things from everyday life? Well, the companies, the Arachi companies that are mentioned in the Secret World, you can draw parallels to real life companies, and they are just point blank scary to me. I don't know about you guys.
I think on one of the episodes before you came back, Antida, we were going through that, and we were drawing parallels left, right, and centre to real world companies.
Yeah, really, really, really scary.
Doesn't surprise me the slightest. Every company has stuff they want to keep secret.
I guess.
You
Well,
should see what
it-
Holosuite have locked in the cupboard.
What do you think Faye's
You
been?
gotta ask Faye.
Well,
You gotta
you
ask
know-
the man here. Sorry, Grave, go ahead.
That's fine. The comparison to other companies, actually, that's a really good way to make the Arachi a little more realistic too, because any big company, there's going to be people in there because they want to do good things. There's going to be people who want to do bad things. There's people who just want to make money. It's not always everybody evil plan.
You are absolutely right. Sometimes, what do they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah, good point.
Haha.
And then you've just got the guy that just wants to get through the day and get paid.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that in Orochi. Just to see the average guy who just is going about his day.
Well, now I can't think which one it was, but didn't we have a mission in one of the Tokyo side stories that we were helping? She was like an Arachi and she was like a school teacher and she was trying to like get her kids out or something like that.
She's not a teacher, but yes, we do help her, and she does successfully get out. That's the
Clearly
all
my
seeing
memory is
Kauai, I
awesome.
think, where you're tracking down Rum's friends.
You'd have to remind me of that
Oh,
one. I
I
can't
bet you
remember what
that
the
was
name
it.
was.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Sorry about this to our listeners. We are going to be right back. We just quickly need to restart one of the applications we're using to provide a better quality audio. We are going to be right back. We need to restart TeamSpeak for you.